This one is for you, Mama.
Turn moments into memories with our trusted internet. Airtel, the smartphone network.
Bwe tuba tutuyana mu bulamu bw'ensi eno, emirundi egisinga twerabira n'okusiriikiriramu akatono okusiima olw'ekyo kye tuli. Twerabira nti ekintu ggwe ky'olabanga ekitono kikyasobola okukyusa obulamu bw'omuntu ate lubeerera. Singa obadde n'omukisa okukyusa obulamu bw'omuntu leero osobola okukikola.
Waagala otubuulire olugendo lwo.
Oba olina omuntu gw'omanyi mu kitundu kyo eyeewaayo okukyusa obulamu bw'abalala.
Tuwandikire ebbaluwa gisse ku maduuka ga Airtel gonna okwetooloola eggwanga lyonna. Oba tuweereze email ku wecan@ug.airtel.com.
Now, they say the greatness to wealth is good health. Now, as we continue to go around the country looking for those compelling stories from our communities about people who are going out of their way to help others, today we're in Lira.
In this episode of Together We Can, Airtel joins hands with the Heinz Feet Project in a life-changing initiative as we take the hospital closer to the people. In this installment of this ongoing venture, we travel 5 hours from Kampala to Lira District, Ayito Primary School. Here, the Heinz Feet Project staff and Airtel CSR team has set camp.
Airtel is doing so much already. We are changing people's lives, touching people's lives, and then right now it's outreach, bringing health to what would have been women originally, but looks like it's spilling over.
The entire community.
Yeah, tell us more about this project, this CSR project.
Airtel being an African company, we believe we belong in our communities. We provide services in our communities and we want our customers, men, women, children, to feel part of who we are. And the primary of this is education. I'm sure you've seen a lot of our work with regard to building schools with our Doctor School program. The second focus is really women's health, which we're trying to address today. We have a great partner in Heinz Feet, with whom we have done at least 4 outreaches before in Kawale, Arua, Bujiri.
I'm here with the lovely Zubeda Buembo, one of the team members from Heinz Feet Project, the people who have partnered with Airtel to bring the hospital closer to the community. Well done. Well done. A lot. I mean, it's not everyone who can go out of their way to do what you're doing. So how did this all come up?
Thank you so much for this opportunity, Caritas. It came about from somebody's vision, and that person was called Sandra Mohanuka. She's the founder of Heinz Feet Project, and her vision that she shared with us, and are happy to volunteer in and help with it, was to bring health awareness, or maybe sensitize people with their health concerns. Everywhere from prevention, which is one of our biggest goals, to helping those that pass that stage of prevention. And that's how I came involved in this.
I am in charge of media coverage for Heinz Feet, so that at least I have documents of what we are doing. In case other partners want to come on board, we have video footage of what we've done. So we went to Kabale first, and it was so huge. People coming with all kinds of illnesses and they've never even thought of going to clinics. So we helped them, and the second time we went to Kabale, it was like 5 months later, there was even a much bigger crowd.
Characteristic of such distant and remote villages is the utter lack of hope. The people here have nothing. They are heavily diseased and yet ignorant of the consciousness to seek proper medical care, and thus end up opting for self-medication.
These people have nothing, absolutely nothing. They would stay with their diseases and rot because they can't even dare go to a clinic. The clinics don't even exist in some areas. They are so far away. You wonder how someone who gets a stroke, who has cancer, or who has gonorrhea or goiter or a swollen foot or elephantiasis, how do they get there? They just sit in their houses and die. So what we did is we brought the clinic to them. So they just have to try and get to us, and we try to come as close to them as possible, very deep in villages.
So they just go to the nearby pharmacy, not even pharmacy, a drug shop, so they're on self-medication, they only take painkillers. Most of the complaints here, all of them have been depending on painkillers. Yeah, actually, yet they have several severe illnesses. So someone can be having a dental problem, but they will be on painkillers every day. For example, I have a lady here by the name of Amuge. She has tested positive for hepatitis B, and hepatitis B has been a major concern. She claims she has been moving around to many health units. They couldn't find out what exactly the problem is. And so today here she has come, she has pain all over the body. She's really developing jaundice, yellowing of the eyes. And her baby is not well too, but the baby has tested negatively, luckily enough. And the rest of the family members are negative, surprisingly.
No rem ate winyo ko pien di radio te tamane ko bina pimere bina mi doctor nena rem ni ya har mo ha carro go ma ngwen ber pe pero yi tia pe per amado tu ni chame ko kweyo ko ma ko kada ma ko no porra ping ber rem ali ko ma ko dusu ber ku korro yi wuma per yi gira ber wiya kanene ko ma dusu do ber rem.
With diseases such as hepatitis B, severe hernia that requires surgery, malaria, UTIs, among others, there is a great need for sensitization and treatment so as to restore hope.
The main purpose of this health fair is to come and sensitize people and restore their hope in the government health system. We actually always have a health educator who tell these people, please go to the hospital, you will get help. It's not like it was in those days. Yes, so please come to that's why we always go out and have a large product and restore their hope in the government health system. Otherwise, people already have the bad attitude that when you go to the government unit, you may not get the required help.
Under this one-day community health fair, the community is offered free services on hepatitis B screening and shots, dental and eye checkups with general medicine provided for the sick, screening for HIV, diabetes, ulcers, blood pressure, syphilis, cervical cancer, and above all, they receive on-site treatment.
And we believe Airtel can plug a small gap, however small, in addressing women's health challenges to do with maternal health, access to health centers, family planning, cervical cancer testing, and a whole range of STDs and other challenges women will have.
This initiative has its primary focus on women, though it spills over to children and then the men alike.
This is the one which gets into contact with your body. This side, you put it on the pant very well. There is a button, and you button it in your pant. You button it, and you put on the panty. So this, you can use it for a whole day, from morning to evening. You go back home. As you are taking your shower, get it, wash it until it is clean, the water is clean, no more blood, you wash it. After washing, hang it in the sun where it can.
Apart from the clinicians and the doctors that they've brought to help heal the different cases that have been brought here today, they also have brought Christ in form of pastors who are praying for the different patients who suffer from very strange illnesses. And that's what we're seeing in the room right behind me. In communities, we still have people who have been brainwashed in the sense of if they have an ailment, there are people who still believe in cultures and norms, and they will tell you, oh, that one is probably bewitched, or that one's inherited something from, Do you ever experience these situations, and how hard is it for you to actually preach health literacy to the communities?
It comes up, and I'm glad you talked about that, because many people believe they are bewitched. Yeah. I mean, and you'd be surprised. It's not just in the underserved or less privileged communities. In the city, in Kampala, in educated people who may believe that somebody bewitched them and not go for testing, and situations where things like cancer may grow because a normal doctor or a clinic may not be able to screen for that, and then obviously when you have those undefined situations, somebody bewitched you, or it's a spirit, it's something in your background, heritage from your past, there's a spirit that was cast. So yes, it's very important to explain to people. We did put that. We did actually put that in consideration. That's why some volunteers come forward to help.
The prayer.
Yes,
that's
with the prayer. Yes, to help people in their beliefs and their spirit.
There is a link between physical ailment and spiritual sickness that many people don't understand. Many doctors, many medics, they can see. They can see germs. They can see the cause.
Viruses and all.
Yes, they can see. They can use a laboratory and then they see it, but what brings certain things, it is hard for them to understand. But with experience, as I prayed for these guys, as those demons came out, they spoke so many things, what they have been doing upon these people, the kind of pain they have been causing, the headache. When I relate what the demons kept speaking, and then the complaints of these patients, I realize these spirit forces had some power to inflict pain upon them.
What are the challenges other than, because I know, of course, this is out of your own good, but of course you partner with people like Airtel, but how do you manage financially to sustain this?
Yes, it's been challenging, but then there comes Airtel. It has helped us a lot, but we're still a very new NGO.
Yeah.
We still have to prove ourselves, and how they can only do so much at a certain point.
Yeah.
But we're planning to grow even bigger and involve, maybe have a more solid platform, because most of the people we have are volunteers.
Slowly by slowly, many Ugandans will realize that we can work together with Airtel, with Heinz Feet, and make a difference in our communities.
It has just been one day at Aito Primary School, but hundreds of lives have been touched and hope to be changed for better. Our greatest hope is that healing will come to Lira.